investors. The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tiger Technician Hour with your host, Basil Chapman. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Now, Basil Chapman.
Good morning, everyone. Basil Chapman. This is the Tiger Technicians Hour. If you're looking at a black screen, I'm not sure just why that's happening. Let's just see if I can fix that up. Oh, wow. What's going on here? So the Dow is up 22 at 38,587. The S&P's down 12. Now, give me a second. Let's see if I can get all this back up again. Recent. Let's just go one at a time. I don't even remember the order. I should have it all photographed. Let's go to the Dow, my work Dow. So that's the left side chart. Let's see if that comes back. All right. So in the meantime, what we're looking at is there was a big spike just as we went into the 10 o'clock news. And then the S&P pulled back a little bit. Let me just check to see if that's coming up. Is it coming up? 1, 2, 3, please. Thank you. So that's up. Okay. So here's the Dow chart right here. Let me go to the next one. I have to go through these one at a time. I thought I saved them as I had to shut down quickly. My work, daily, monthly. I think this is the one. Let's see if this comes up, and then I can get straight on with the show. So what we're looking at here, first of all, let me just say that the Friday huge rocket ship move up, and then Friday's pullback gave what we call in the parlance of the Chapman wave methodology. We gave, wrong one. So that's okay. I've got that. I'll go to the next one. Here we go. One thing at a time. See, my work, daily, E-mini, 3 time frames. That's the one we're going to get to right now. So let me just show you something that I think is quite fascinating. In the Chapman wave methodology, there's a particular candle. I call it the Chapman wave Roman candle, something I discovered years ago. And it looks like a Roman candle. And what we're looking at in terms of the Dow, actually, let me go to this one right here. For the Dow, you see this candle, this red candle right here? It is a tiny little wick, a long wick at the bottom, and it closes halfway to two-thirds of the way from the bottom. What the rule of thumb is in this particular technique, if the very next session, it doesn't matter whether it's a daily, a weekly, 1 minute chart, whatever it is, if in the very next session, in a shorter time frame, there is a holding pattern below half in a shorter time period, below half of that would be 38,000 about 440. If the Dow at any point is trading under that for about 60 minutes to about an hour and a half, there's a really good chance it's going to retest the low of the last bar. So far it's held okay. That's a good sign. So now let me go through all these other things that we wanted to look at. No, I wanted to move this. This one goes on that side right there. I wish I could have got the. Oh, there it is. Okay. So what we're looking at here is that the Dow is up 18 at 38,590. As I read this with the 9-period exponential moving average so negative, and the MACD is still negative, the gray line, the relative strength index quite weak, the on-balance volume not bad, quite good, the stochastic very poor, 21%. This daily chart, not the weekly chart, but the daily chart is suggesting that there is some inner turmoil going on, that not everything is great. Well, of course, it's not. It went from 40,077 on the 20th of May from that peak Dean. You see there's a short, we went short that very day. And then we took some profits right at the low of the 38,000 round number, 38,000.98 or something like that, or 89. That's amazing. It was basically a round number. So I said to subscribers, that's why we want to take something off from the Thursday close to the Friday. And that was that huge move up on Friday. It was an aberration. And then we got this, I must move this away because otherwise it blocks it out. This is the arch formation that we always talk about. I've got it coming in another couple of days' time. What we're looking at here is, so far, this is the green candle next to that red one from yesterday. As I say, weekly chart's still good. Look at the S&P. Yesterday was showing a little bit more weakness. Today it's showing a little more strength today, a little more weakness. It's down almost 12 at 52.71. But look how well it's holding above the 14-period moving average, between the 9 and the 14. But the MACD is weak, the on-balance volume is weak, the relative strength is weak, the stochastic is weak. So that's just saying to me that there's a digestive phase that's going on since the high of 5341.88 a week and a half ago. Look at the QQQ, NDX 100 trading down $1.20 at 451.93. Also just kind of stuck here. Not bad action. I shouldn't have put that over so far, but that's that arch formation that we're always looking at. And it's kind of stalling right now. Weekly chart is still fabulous, looking very good. Look at the SMHs. We have to go there. The SMHs are down 2.69 at 240.79. And it's still looking really good. Technically, look, the 9 is over the 14. Price is just over the 9, the green line. The MACD hasn't yet crossed negative. It's very close. It hasn't done it yet. The relative strength is weak. The on-balance volume, the blue line, very weak. The stochastic has gone from the 93, 95% down to the 68%. That's not very good. But that weekly chart in the SMHs is still very strong. I should mention we do have a short position in the SMHs. Hey, let's go to the IWM. This is the one that was holding so well, and then yesterday didn't act well at all, and today it's pulling back. 203.01 down $1.60. And for the first time, the 9-period moving average has just flipped. The day is young. It's a daily chart, so I have to say, so far, the 9-period moving average has gone pink, but the day is young. It could still bounce and go back to green. All right, so with that said, let's go to gold. Gold is down sharply, down 26. Remember, I said when I get the 9-period moving average, when the 9-period moving average crosses negative and goes pink, it's putting pressure on whatever the instrument is that you're monitoring. So gold is down quite sharply. Weekly chart is now starting to say, if I do the vertical line like this here on this left side, the week of the early April to right there, the week of, that was about the, let me just check the third week of May. Yeah, 24th of May, the week of the 24th. Look at that. It's still above the 9-period moving average. The 9's way over the 14. This is the weekly chart of gold, continuous contract. The MACD is almost crossed negative. It's 0-0. It hasn't crossed negative yet. It's still, the week is very young. We've barely begun the week. Stochastics at 75%, so it's under 80%. So just be a little careful. On balance volumes pulling back. So gold is saying it's under pressure in the weekly chart, but it hasn't shown it by giving any sign. The daily chart, by the end of the day, I might have to consider that this has gone to a sell mode. It's in a sell signal right now. Nothing yet in the weekly chart. Silver. Now, silver, so gold is down 28, down 1.1%. Silver's down 3.8% at 29.62. That is a big move. I said I'd be warning about this, saying I'm not happy about this. Silver's acting really well, but I think it's going to be following gold, and lo and behold, it is. Dow's up 24, S&P's up 16. Basil, Chapman, Tiger Conditions Hour on this Tuesday, the 4th of June. We've been right.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
The Gold Report. As a precious metal, gold is still king. It continues to hold the most effective safe haven and hedging properties across the global major trading hubs of the London OTC market, the U.S. futures market, and the Shanghai Gold Exchange. The Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his weekly gold report every Monday morning for subscribers, consisting of coverage of the XAU, HUI, GDX, the dollar, bonds, the South African rand, as well as 25 different mining equities with specific buy-sell recommendations. The Gold Report. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Subscribe to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report newsletter now at TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched The Tiger's Den, hosted at Discord. TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Hi, so Dan in the Den, your Agenus Inc. Oncology stock, AGEN is a symbol, doing very nicely. Up 14% right now, up 240 at 19.37. Yeah, we drew this out. It did exactly what you were looking for, Dan. It's now tackling it's broken the left side high. That's the one that we were looking at to see if it could, over a period of weeks, get to that level. It was done in a very short period of time. So it was high of 18.98. And today it's already at 19.34. Very good. And it's broken that rectangle formation. This is almost like an inverted head and shoulders. Now it's breaking the neckline. So this is good. Very nice action. And it says that your support in the 16 to 14 area over a period of a couple of weeks, that's acted really well as a springboard, and good. Okay. So look at Boeing, sure. Look at Boeing. Boeing right now is trading, I think it's up a little, up $1.02 at 185.59. BA is the symbol. It made a peak D. It's trying to come back in a cup formation, very deep cup formation, almost like a V. The weekly chart said, oh, boy, there's a lot of work to be done, even just to start leg B, which should be at 188.64, 1 penny higher. So, yeah, it's got a bit of a way to go. I'm just going to suggest that it's in a trading band. It's making higher highs and higher lows. And that tells me, looking out into the summer, that there's been some kind of, I can't call it an internal improvement in the quality. I mean, I have absolutely no way to measure it. I will tell you that I'm sure there's an incredible lot of pressure for results to be shown in terms of lack of all these distortions, all these things that have been happening, doors breaking off, etc. And they have to slow that down. But the trouble is, for all those years, maybe decades, I don't know, but definitely for a long period of time, they were remiss in their quality control. I mean, every engineer that I've spoken to at work for Boeing is just absolutely shocked, can't believe what a really irresponsible company it had become. So this has to be, so now you're trying to improve something that's already broken. That's very difficult to do. That's quality control means that you've got quality control. It's just as simple as that. If you're trying to repair things so I'm looking at this and I'm saying the weekly chart, the monthly chart, all of this suggests that until Boeing starts consistently trading above 206, the 200-period moving average in the weekly chart, number one. Number two is nothing must happen. You cannot hear anything about any repairs that have to be done on an urgent basis. It just cannot happen. Just routine. That's the way it has to be. So I'm saying, yes, it's acting well right now. 183 would be the very short-term support, but 183 to 180, that's going to be critical to hold over the next 2-3 weeks. If there's a pullback, and preferably it starts to trade towards the upper band near 190. So I don't know if that was the question, but that was my rather long-winded answer. Okay, I needed to do this. So last night, I got an email from one of our listeners. He wanted to know, he showed me this chart. Is this an instant restart? He said. Well, it was really nicely notated and all that, except for one little thing. I didn't know what the symbol was, but I said, can you send me the symbol, please? Because it looks like a metal stock. It's looking very much like them. Anyway, it turns out it was UNG. Now, I needed to do this. I should do this on Technical Friday, but I'm going to do it right now. So the whole thing about the Chapman methodology is to identify the lowest, most recent low bar. And in this case, UNG, which is United States Natural Gas Fund, made a low at 13, right there it is, 13.87 on the 16th of April. So 13.97 on the 4/16, 24. Okay, so that's where you start your count. So now I want you to say is, Don, this is not your first bar, because that, you cannot call that A, because you have to wait for a trough. You have to wait for the right side V. The right side has to have a higher low, and then you can start your count. So this is where I started, not on the 16th, but the 17th. Is that the 17th? Yep, on the 17th. Now I say the very first, so that becomes, after that bar, there is a little space, so this becomes an A. That becomes a gray A. It's a floating ladder. That's gray A, that's gray A, that's gray A, and the very next bar has a lower high, becomes a peak A. Drops sharply, doesn't take out 13.97, so this is still active. Then this becomes an A. That's the way it works. That becomes an A. All right, and as soon as this breaks that high, that starts a gray B. It picks up that B as well when it goes 1 penny above that. So this becomes gray B, that becomes a peak B. That becomes a gray C the moment it goes 1 penny above, and when it pulls back to make a peak, it becomes a peak C. 1 penny above goes D, leg D, leg D, floating ladder, floating ladder, floating, and it goes all the way to there, and then it comes down. So now your question was about the instant restart. I'm suspecting that I'm suspecting that you called, Don, you called that an A. And remember, you can't have the A, the bar that makes the low cannot be the high, and this is at an instant restart. So that cannot be an A. So if you put an A there, and I just don't have it, I have it, I can get it, but I can't get it right this second, that becomes an A right there, canceled out. That's not an A. That is an A. If you counted that, then you can go A, B, C, and then you get a D. That's your instant restart if you were to count that. Here's the other thing. So you've got yourself an instant restart at that one, and this becomes an E. But look how long that is. When it's that long, usually you get a peak, an instant restart goes to within 3 bars an E. That's the only time the high bar can be the low bar. That's the way it works. That becomes, let's just imagine that was a D. then this would be an E, but it wouldn't be an instant restart because it pulled back so sharply. It's almost like starting a brand new. This is an instant restart. Let's go to SMCI. I think this is one that we had. Yeah, SMCI. Look, this is an instant restart. Right there, and I always circle it. So look, here's your starting point right there. That's in December. It goes peak A, peak, and I did this as an alternate count because it was still coming from over there. B, C, there's within 2 bars, it makes a brand new higher high. That becomes E/A, F/B, G/C, and you remember I said, how often do you see G/C actually go to a D, and there it goes to a D. So this is a perfect one on the 23rd, on the 22nd of January 2024. That's your peak D, and it goes to an instant. So check that one out. That's a perfect instant restart. Hope that helped you, and thank you for the question, and I'm thrilled that you're doing some work with this Chapman methodology. I'll be back. Dows up 78. S&P's down 10. Basil Chapman, Tiger Technicians out.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors. This portion of the Tiger Technicians Hour is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Just write this down. Okay. So I just wanted to show you this. Remember, I drew this in ages ago. I think it was around the 24th of May or something like that. This is the 1 minute E-mini chart. Remember this line, the thick blue line at 52.97. This is the trend line, and it hit exactly today. It's just amazing. It's been away, it's been there, it's been above, and now it's come back again. This is your magnet line. That's the 1 minute chart. And here is the 5 minute chart. Same thing. This time I changed the color to pink. There's one above it in the 53.06 area. Is that it? And look at this. It keeps coming back. So I just wanted to show you something else here that is part of the technique of the Chapman methodology. So I believe very strongly in correcting anything that is not right. In other words, I want to know where I am right now. I'm not interested in what I did right or wrong before. I want to know exactly now. What is the best analysis that you can give me? Well, in this particular instance, you can see there's a little red letter C right there. I did that because I thought there have been so many parallel highs here that I'm going to use this as a parallel high so that I get to a D or an E a little quicker, just instead of waiting. So I make that red, but what happens is very often it actually gets there correctly. So that should have been C right there, and that should have been D, and there it is. It went to a D correctly, but I always like to prepare. It means you can take a little bit off, and you can raise it, have a trading stop, etc. And look what's happened. So when this happened earlier on, back at about 7:30 this morning, 8 o'clock, I said, you know what? Although my gut says I think we're going to be pulling back, and we had a 220-point E-mini Dow pullback earlier this morning, pre-market. Said, it's got a very mixed market. A lot's happening here. The semis are still a little bit weak. The S&P is a little bit weaker than the Dow. Let's see what happens. So, but then when that crossed 9, went over the 14 in the 5-minute, in the 10-minute chart, I said, no. This is going to still make a D. Well, lo and behold, it got to that D. It's still working higher. It's still walking the 9-period moving average. It's still over the 200-period moving average of 52.85. This is nice action. It's not great, but it's very nice action when you consider what's been going on since Thursday of last week. All right, so with that said, I'm thinking we're in a kind of a trading band right now. I think every time we get a bit of a rally, the rug, right as I'm talking, the rug gets pulled. Look at that sharp pullback. It's really nothing. It's only about 5-6 points in the E-mini, but it's a quick pullback. All right, so I just wanted to get that out the way. Now the next thing I want to look at is high-grade copper. High-grade copper is trading HG. Look at this. High-grade copper is pulled back from the peak D. Remember the fourth highest peak in the Chapman methodology? That's where other things can happen. There's your peak D at 5.20. Back around about the 20th of May. Look at that. Leg D goes to peak D in the weekly chart. Fourth highest peak, peak D in the monthly chart is in a leg D right now. You've got the entire month of May for copper to try to get to, on the continuous contract, to get to 5.1990. Okay, we'll see what happens there. So, okay, that was that. I wanted to also, crude oil. Whoa. Wow, look at the crude oil. Crude oil slumped, not just slumped, it got slammed. Look at this. Chapman inside track propellant zone has been so good, and then whoosh, it goes right through it. Crude oil is down $1.19 at 73.03. Not good, and it's got the H pattern, lowercase h pattern, the weekly chart, and it's a peak D, the second time. It had the first one back in October, then it had another one back in April, and I don't know if this is going to be a measured move to the downside. It's really not very good right now. So I just also wanted to finish up that we were looking at natural gas. So this is natural gas continuous contract. So Don, look at this. This is so interesting. Look, the crude oil, not the natural gas continuous contract, went to a low about the 1st or so. Oh, the 26th of April. On the 26th, the continuous contract goes to 2.119. That starts a peak A, it pulls back, doesn't hit it, doesn't take it out. So that's an A. 1 penny above that goes to leg B, goes to peak B, then it goes to leg C, peak C, and we're still at a peak C. So there's nothing, you are not the chart. Remember, you're only analyzing the chart. We've had peak A failures before in the weekly chart. I mean, crude oil has just been on the way down lately, but natural gas has been on the way down all of 2023 and all of 2024. And look at this. It's gone from the over 12 to $2. So this is very interesting. So natural gas is under pressure right now. I just said I'd do this. I had a couple of questions. So wheat, very strong pullback in continuous contract. Peak E, 9-period moving average still positive, but it's really pulling back quite sharply. I'm going to say to you, 642 is the 200-period exponential moving average. If it closes under 656, I think it's going to go straight to that line. And that's a peak C in the weekly chart. Look at soybean. Soybean continuous contract, very sharp peak E. That's a sell mode in the daily chart. It's just an H to an M pattern, lowercase h to lowercase m in the weekly chart. Monthly chart, peak D, big pullback. Let's go to corn. Corn is trading. Today's good. Up $1.75 at 445.5. But wow, look at that peak D. Down, up, and it's almost like it's a 1.6 expansion, I'm sure, on the way down. So that's not good at all. Let's go to sugars, SB. SB is trading right now. It's had a tremendous pullback from the peak F top around the 27 area. It's at the 200-period moving average for the 4th week in a row. So sugar is not doing very much at all. It's kind of form an H to an M pattern, but it really isn't bouncing very much at 18.84.06. So what I'm looking at here is sector-wise, if you go to the XLF, look at this. Quite a sharp pullback from the peak C that was made peak D in the weekly chart. 9-period moving average gone pink in the daily. S&P Select Financial Spider Fund went to an all-time high above 4170 back in the January 2022 high. We went down to the 2959 October 2022 low, and now it's come all the way back to a new recovery high, and I keep forgetting to type it in. That's at 4250, I think it was, 4249 on the 17th of May. Let me just do this. 42.49 on May something 20th. I'll be back. Yep, I'll be back. Dow's up 51, SP's down 10. I'll be right back. Basil Chapman, Tiger.
The Gold Report. As a precious metal, gold is still king. It continues to hold the most effective safe haven and hedging properties across the global major trading hubs of the London OTC market, the U.S. futures market, and the Shanghai Gold Exchange. The Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his weekly gold report every Monday morning for subscribers, consisting of coverage of the XAU, HUI, GDX, the dollar, bonds, the South African rand, as well as 25 different mining equities with specific buy-sell recommendations. The Gold Report. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Subscribe to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report newsletter now at TFNN.com.
The stock market is a delicate, interconnecting web of commodities, equities, and trader psychology. When one string of the web is pulled, it has a ripple effect across the broader market. This is where opportunity lies. But how are you to gather all of this information into one cohesive model when you're already spending your energy looking for any possible trade opportunities? Luckily, you don't have to worry about that, as Tom O'Brien has brought all important market news to you in one single newsletter, Market Insights. Market Insights provides a daily overview of what's happening in the indexes, bonds, gold, and more. Follow along with Tom daily as he analyzes the components that affect the overall movement of the stock market, giving insight into how each one plays either a bullish or bearish role. Tom also analyzes specific equities that he believes has the potential to make huge returns, and his track record proves his analysis right. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Don't let the market leave you in the dust.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds for both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
So yeah, here's the E-mini trying to get back to that 52.97 magnet line. I don't know if it can do it. It's at 52.92 right now. We'll see if it can get there. But that 9-period moving average, both in the 5-minute chart, look at that 5-minute chart from 7 o'clock this morning went green, and it's remained green. It's fantastic. Look at that. And it's the same thing with the 10-minute chart. All right, let's get back to our story here. And a couple of questions came into, what's the time? Okay, I've got plenty of time. So let me just do this. I was asked about CRISPR. So CRISPR is CRISPR Therapeutics, peak A, another peak A under that, and now it goes to a B, leg B. Let me just do this live so you can see what I'm looking at. So, let's just take it. I've done this many times before, but I've lost the data, so here we go. This is an A. This is a B. This is a C. Underneath it, it went to an A and a B. No, that's a C. Yep, that's a D right there, E and an F. And now what have we got? And I need to just double check. It could be missed by a couple of pennies. Let's just check this out, yeah? So this is CRISPR monthly. This is May of 2018. I would say that that's 6 years ago. And that was at 71.90. This is 74.06, 74.00. Right, round number. There's your D. There's your E, there's your F. Huge move. It runs all the way to 220 something, 220.20. Amazing. January of 2021. Comes all the way, does the Eiffel Tower. What is the Eiffel Tower? Straight up and straight down. That's like an uppercase A, right? Comes down and starts a brand new A and a B. It's just really whippy stuff. So if you've got a lot of patience, and I know some of you, when it comes to anything biotech, you say, look, I know I'm buying it at this particular point, at this particular price, but that price at any one time, anywhere in the next weeks or months, could be 30% lower or 60% higher. You have no idea because it's biotech and it has a certain sequence, FDA approval, you got all this stuff going on, and all you can do is either you buy it, you put it in your bottom drawer, or you can put it in your top drawer, that's not a problem, or you try to trade it. But if you buy and hold, you don't even look at it. You just say to yourself, okay, wake me up, let the bell ring when it's above a certain point that I bought it at, right? So CRISPR is CRISPR Therapeutics. I'm just going to put this in, CRSPR, and it is, therapeutics. Therapeutics. All right, so here we go. So it goes peak A in the daily chart, pulls back, slightly high, a lower high right there. So it still gets counted. These are usually gray. I haven't got any buy signal to make them blue. It's all gray until it gets to that. And now it's gone to a B. Okay, nice action. 200-period moving average of 60.86. The high today is 59.62. It should head towards there. And for the first time in a little while, it's been mixed up and down, but this is the second time that the 9-period moving average has gone green, but the day is young. Now, the weekly chart, big A, look at that, A, B, and underneath it, there's an A, because here's your starting point. I can't put an up arrow because the stochastic, nothing's good, so I'll put a plus for the moment. If it gets to a C and then goes to a D, sometimes it gives you the buy mode without all the technicals confirming. But this D, and I'll circle it, everything above that, every peak gets counted. That's just the rule. It's an easy rule. So peak A, peak B, under it, A, B, and then a C. So an overlapping C, it should go to a D. In this case, because of buy attack, was a little more difficult. So this is a C right here, and it's pulled back sharply. Yes, it's gone underneath those, but it hasn't gone under that $38 area. So this is still, and here's another A and another B. So that's how you do these notations. So it's there to help you, but at the same time, the easy thing to do is to say, let's go daily first. It's got this cup formation it's forming. It's got the 200-period moving average of 60.86. It's got a lot of red candles on the left side. Has to go one step at a time. My suggestion is that this is going to try to work its way to that 60 level, but this low right here, this low of the 10th of April of 60.31 and the high the very next day of 63, round number 63. So what I like to do then is I say, okay, that outlines for me very clearly something that I can treat as a target. Now, to my eye, that is just too much. So let's go to the left side low right there. Let's go to the actual ictus, the candle that makes the low right there. Let's go click, and there it is. So this is a little bit, this is very, how can I put it? This is very conservative. I haven't been aggressive or anything like that. I'm making the cup formation right there. I'll draw in right to the low. That's the plumb line from that high to this right there. And now you're going to go to the right side. Now I put in the inside wedge target resistance line right there. And there it is. And this says, it's a little aggressive actually. This says that CRISPR trading at 58.73, and I'm going to be a little conservative. I'm going to go to the bottom. It has 60.31, not the 63 level, but I would say 60.31 is a potential target the second or third week of June. And most importantly, it has to hold, it's at 58.71, it has to hold 55 support. If it takes it out in the next day or two, it'll extend that to the right. So there you are. So that was the question. I like it. TGB, you want to add some back, Dan? So TGB is Taseko Mines. This is in the copper area. Huge. There's your peak D. Wow, how many Ds do we get? Right there. It's in a sell mode in the daily chart. Weekly chart actually hasn't even gone to a sell signal. It's at a spectacular move in the weekly chart. Look at those higher highs and higher lows almost every single week until it made the D. Then it had 1 week rest, leg E, 1 week rest, and 2 weeks to F. And it goes to the high at about the 318, 315 area. And now it's pulling back sharp. You want to add to it? I'm going to say to you, keep in mind that this low right here, the low of the 23rd of April, at 2.26, it's only 14 cents, 2.26, only 14 cents away from where it is trading right now. That's where I would say to you, start looking at it. You might even want to nibble. I know, Nan, you like to build up positions, but I would just say that's kind of where I'd look at it. I personally would have a little patience. It might go there and bounce, and then I'll say, what do I do now? But I would just say, in your case, why not just a little bit, just start a position at 220, even though this is a move that could take time and price. But anything can happen. because it's in that area that copper's been on fire, and now it's just this is a well-deserved breather. But also it comes, I was looking at FCX just now. Look, FCX, that's a sharp move. That's a 1-to-1 to the downside. And that just says, here it's the same bar. It's almost the same thing that you're going for the 2nd of May, that low of 48.22. Let me put it this way. Give me a yell. Let's look at it together the day that it hits there. It could be tomorrow, but in the meantime, give me a yell when these things come. I'll be back. The Dow's up 49, S&P's down 8. Basil Chapman, Tiger Technicians Hour.
Tigers, you've seen his show, you've learned from his webinars, and now it's time to trade side by side with him. Join Larry Pesavento for the 2nd month of his new service, Live Trading Fridays. Hosted in the Tigers Den trading room on Discord, Larry has analyzed a number of commodities and indices, placed profitable trades, and explained his method. Whether you're new to trading or are a seasoned market veteran, trading side by side with a titan like Larry Pesavento will only enhance your game. Utilizing Fibonacci retracements and ABCD structures, Larry provides decades of insight into when to place trades, when to exit, when to ignore, and so much more. Learning is doing. So if you're serious about learning technical analysis and becoming profitable in this uncertain market, Live Trading Fridays is a must-have tool in your arsenal. Live Trading Fridays occur every 2nd and 4th Friday of the month, so trading events for this month are May 10th and 24th. If you're serious about trading, we'll see you there. TFNN, educating investors.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey. Because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Folks, we're back. So now let me just do this. I want to show you the dollar. The dollar, which has been in a down mode, is actually in a sell mode. Has pulled back very sharply. It's now right on the 200-period exponential moving average. But if you look at the weekly chart, it's done this before, and then it finds a little bit of strength. But this is fascinating because look at the euro-dollar currency pair is in leg E to the upside. It's under the 200-period exponential moving average of the weekly of 1.0974. It's trading right now at 1.0879. In leg C, it could work its way there, but it's kind of stuck in this middle range. Look at this. If you look at the USD JPY, the yen dollar currency pair, peak D, a pullback. But it's still, if you're looking at the weekly chart, it's really, this is the pattern that I always design right here. I draw the outer, it's the large rectangle. It says that this one could turn into an arch formation. right here, like that, and come back again. So I'm watching this one very closely because the dollar and the yen very often go not the same percentages, but in the same direction. So that's going to be very important. Now, can you share any candidate from where companies may occur in gold, silver, copper? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's a question for Steve. Okay. So what I want you to do is this. Within the what I want you to show you is the GDX. This is the gold miners. Look at this, lower lows and lower highs. It's like dreaded H pattern. It's gone way below the left side low. It's like a 1-to-1 to the downside. This is what this pattern can actually turn into. 37.87 was the high. It's down $1.37 at 34.14, down 3.86%. Peak E in the weekly chart. Is that the end of the show? Wait, which break is this? Yeah, this is the end of the show. Oh, that was quick. So, yeah, I'm just saying be really careful. We just missed by a penny adding to a particular short position. Let's see if we do get that, to actually get it back again. We've got some short positions. I'm just saying be careful here. I think we're in a very